welcome back to Talk Your Ish Tuesday, creating interesting conversation. I am the co-host Samantha,
I am Fani. I'm your other host, Fani.
and we have a special guest with us today, Dr. Kathy.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, we got a lot of unpacking to do.
Oh,
Let's unpack it then.
let's unpack it.
Ooh, so where do we start?
Well, we have a special guest, and we want to know who she is and
What she do? How she started? When she started? Why she started?
all of that. Because
I'm
maybe
here
she
for
can help
it.
us in our daily life.
Oh. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Catherine Jopice. I am a licensed mental health therapist, but I consider myself a generational trauma breaker, a generational cycle breaker, and a catalyst for change in our communities.
Whoa.
Y'all heard that it's a therapist.
Therapist, and
She
she got
evaluating us. No, she's not. So we're gonna start, with why you started. Why did you choose this? Why was it so important for you to be a mental health therapist?
I think for me, I was tired of suffering in silence, like many of us do. We are sometimes just going through day-to-day lives and not being able to fully express ourselves. So when I started Be the Change Mental Health, which is the private practice that I run, I wanted to ensure that everyone had a place for healing, that every voice would have a chance to be heard, that any trauma that we might have experienced has a place to go and a place to heal.
Okay. Is it sometimes being a mental health therapist? Do sometimes it makes you view relationships and situations differently?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think when it comes to like relationships in general, we could kind of have an idea of, okay, that this may come with red flags or it may come with several red flags or yellow flags. And so as a therapist, I think the dating world is hard. It's a lot more challenging because I think we're more self-aware, not just of our own behaviors, but that of someone else's, and how those yellow flags could progressively turn into
What are
red
yellow
ones.
flags?
Like those warning signs, the ones that we tend to ignore.
Like a tire light before your tires go out. Okay.
Yeah,
like
it's
when
like
the
those
line is
warning
going out,
signs.
yeah.
Like someone that could potentially be too clingy, or someone that could, give you little side comments because you didn't answer the phone on time, or they give you jealous vibes, but it hasn't resulted into a red flag, where I would say is someone that maybe goes through your phone, doesn't allow you to have a social life, doesn't trust you, doesn't allow you to have space to just be who you are and who you need to be. And so, yeah, it's hard out here. It's not easy. It's not
I bet so. Do that kind of like scare guys away when they want to date you? Like when they know that you are a therapist? Do that kind of like?
I could see how it can be, from what they've shared, intimidating. And I think one of the most common things that I get is, "Are you psychoanalyzing me?" And I'm like, absolutely not. I think because realistically, we're not perfect just because we are therapists.
Right.
We're not perfect. I'm still going through my own healing, and I still have a therapist, and not necessarily because.
So you do have a therapist?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's really good that you're a therapist and you go talk to someone.
They need it or they'll be crazy.
Yeah, I
Have
bet.
to endure.
But I always wondered
Yeah.
that, like, do they have a
Yeah.
They
therapist
all,
there?
I hear all therapists.
Yeah.
It's just like they say politically, somebody politically have like CIAs in the political world, like or protected by this. All
Yeah.
therapists have therapists. They have to because they deal with some of the most excruciating. And once you pulled in mentally, it drains you because you could say you're not gonna go home. You go home with some of the stuff,
Yeah.
and it's a very thin line between.
Absolutely.
Is it hard sometimes being a therapist though? Like,
I
we're
could
having
see-
to deal with other people's issues and then bring it home with you. Like,
Absolutely.
how do you actually deal with that?
Absolutely. I think when it comes to like our profession, we have to have boundaries. Just like we have to have boundaries in friendships or in our relationships, because it's like, consider like your partner coming to you and he's having issues that he's experiencing and going through. Although this may be a romantic relationship, it hits you differently. But specifically for like the kind of work that I do, we care about our clients. Like I care about my clients, and so
I can say
a lot of times having
you're talking very passionate.
emotional boundaries is important. Like emotional boundaries meaning, you know what, this is their stuff. It's not my stuff to carry, and being able to literally emotionally just leave it at the door. So like I have this thing when I leave my office, I pray and I just, thank God for whatever the day looked like. And I'm like, God, I'm not going to carry this with me on the outside. Sometimes it is hard.
Your name is Keep Faith.
Kept by faith.
Kept by
Kept
faith.
by faith. I
Kept
love
by
that.
faith.
That is
I
so
love,
nice.
I love it.
It goes
It's
right
like-
with everything.
So would you evaluate, say that going into therapy and becoming a therapist, what is one thing that you would say that you see on a scale that you're like, Jesus, is such a simple mistake, but what is a trauma that people they have the choice to avoid, but they don't avoid it? That you see a lot.
I think that's a difficult question, but we'll break it down, because when it comes to trauma, it can be unavoidable. Like it's sometimes difficult to avoid, rather, right? It's how we interpret an experience, and it's how our body responds to that experience that makes it a traumatizing event or experience, right? And so some of those things cannot be avoided. It may be difficult, right? Like, did you know that as a child you were going to be sexually abused? Those are traumatic experiences that sometimes cannot be avoided. Very similar to sometimes how we get into relationships that are toxic or abusive. We didn't know, or sometimes we ignored the red flags or the yellow flags, the yellow flags, and then they turn into red flags, and be like, "Oh, I didn't know," but maybe you didn't see it because it was masked behind
or probably because I was
love
probably
bombing.
trauma. Yeah, I was just about to say trauma bonding.
Love bombing and all that stuff. I've heard people in the past say, I have like good friends and acquaintances, they said that they went to therapy and they felt like they had to change their therapist because some of the therapists just don't care. They were just there, just crunching. And I heard that a lot. And I do hear that as I'm a minority, Black, you should go to somebody that looks like you, that understands, because it's certain trauma that we endure. They will understand. A Caucasian or somebody from a different race will never understand how we grew up. It's like a post Denzel Washington put up. They was like, when you put a hot comb with grease and you smell it, it's cultural. Like, we would understand, but a white person would be like, oh my God, that's child abuse. But they don't understand the naps in our hair. Like, our mom had to put the hot comb to straighten the
I actually had
hair.
a white therapist, and I just couldn't connect with her. It was like she was trying too hard. Like, yeah, well, I have this one friend, and it was like she had to prove
Her black card.
Her black card, and I was just like,
Oh no. How important is it for you guys to have someone that you can culturally relate to? Because I know with me, when I was in my search for a therapist, it was extremely important. Like I needed you to understand my roots. I needed you to understand how much prayer and spirituality plays a major role in my life, and that's part of my healing, right? I needed you to understand how maybe I respond to certain behaviors in my household with my daughter. Like it was important for me to feel seen and heard and understood, and even from the language, right? Like I don't speak this way entirely, like through my day-to-day life, right? It's like we have certain ways that we express ourselves in language and slang and certain things like that. So it's important. It was important for me.
I mean, the ultimate goal is when we started this and for us to be sitting on this stage was to be relatable, because I feel like now a lot of things, people are relatable, but they with the bull. Like, people play too much. I'm not perfect. I'm still getting my life together. I might be f***ing up now as we speak. Excuse my language. But I'm just saying, in general, I'm not the type to get on, oh, it's perfect. No, we all go through things. We all are still battling. Every day that you wake up, you'll forever be a student of the game until the tag is on your 20s. It's your time to go.
That's right. And it's the same thing for our healing journey, right? We can go to therapy or we can go to church or whatever healing modalities we choose to do, but we're continuously going to be doing our work because we are not meant to be perfect human beings, and there's always going to be challenges and obstacles and things that we may need to overcome, but every day does bring a new opportunity to be able to overcome and heal and grow. And essentially, the name of my practice is Be the Change for that reason, Be the Change Mental Health, because I wanted to create a space where we could heal, where we could grow without so much pressure of perfection. Right? And speaking to the cultural awareness, it was important for my clients to feel seen and not feel rushed. Like I take a certain amount of clients because of that reason, because I don't want to get burned out. I know that it's not realistic for me to see 8 clients a day.
No.
It's not.
Right.
That's 8 hours of work.
You can't even perform your job properly then.
After the 3rd client, I'm like, okay, I need to take a break. I need a good hour to reset, disconnect. That's like you speaking to 3 people for 3 hours straight, all with different emotions and traumas and histories, and then you can't be fully present. You won't be able to. And so having time to be able to reset is important. And so for whoever shared that they had that experience, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
And I just, another thing too, like a lot of people, they're not aware, like for the people that's out there, they don't think that they could obtain therapy. Because back in the days when I was coming up 10, 15 years ago, it was told to me, you crazy. That's a white person sport.
Yeah,
That's a rich
yeah.
person sport.
Those are the stigmas.
People didn't,
Yeah.
now people mental health 5 years ago, but people was frowning upon it like a lot, or it was like, oh, there's nothing wrong with you and da 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 da.
So, Katie, how is that for you? Are you starting to get more clients now? More that is like starting to be okay? Because
I'd say before there was more of a stigma associated with mental health, especially in like Latino or the Black communities, so let's say Caribbean communities even, or especially, right? We would stigmatize mental health as you're crazy, something is wrong with you, or if it's not stigmatized, we're minimizing behaviors
Right.
such as anger or depression or anxiety, as if, oh, you're just nervous or you're just stressed or you're just tired
Like
or you're just
overlooking it, like,
something.
yeah.
No, you're experiencing mental health issues. And because we minimize it or we stigmatize it, right? It's like 2 opposite sides of the spectrum. We either minimize it, like you're not going through anything, or we're stigmatizing it as if, well, you must be crazy, something must be wrong with you. Why can't I just need some support? Which is essentially what we do. We're therapists. We're there for support. We're there to help you navigate troubling times. Can we sit there and do the work for you? Absolutely not. It's not realistic.
guidance.
We're just there for guidance. Yeah.
We're unpacking all these questions. You have any questions
So
for
what is
us?
what is a good way to find a therapist? Because I just kind of like met my therapist through like word of mouth, but I had to kind of stop seeing this last lady because she knew all my family.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like she knew everybody.
Conflict of interest.
It was too much, so I just had to stop seeing her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many different resources. There's Psychology Today. I think word of mouth is great because you get to see how someone else's experience might be with that person. And so it just depends. But Psychology Today,
Psychology
you
Today,
can do
that's like a
therapy for Black
website?
girls. Yeah, these
Therapy
are all
for, therapy
these are
for
all
Black
resources.
girls, I've seen that a lot. It's
So that's a
circular.
page or website?
It's a website.
This
So
is for the people that just
psychologytoday.com,
me.
psychologytoday.com, Therapy for Black Girls. There's Grow Therapy. These are all platforms that you can find a therapist. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know it's people that don't know where to find
They
them.
don't.
Yeah, or where to start. Because I didn't. But I just did word of mouth and...
How do you guys navigate? Because for those people that are in your lives that might have issues with either mental health issues or concerns, how do you guys navigate those, or how do you address it in those instances when, let's say, they don't want to get the resources or they don't want to accept the help?
For me, you know, you look at certain people and they're older than you, they ignorant. Ignorance lead ignorance. Ignorance is bliss. Some people, they were born into it. They were born into chaos. They're going to die into chaos. It's the
sad.
truth.
It's sad. It's a sad truth.
It's
It's a sad
a
truth.
sad. It's a big
Yeah.
sad truth. Some people were born into chaos. They're gonna die into chaos. I hate to say it because the thing is, when you know better, you do better. When you want better, you seek better.
Yeah.
Just
And I also believe, like, if you was just born into it, I still believe that you could change.
you can, but
Absolutely.
I believe that
you
people
definitely
change. I'm
can.
most definitely one of those type of
I'm
people
a
that
I'm a
believe that
big
they can
believer, but
change.
what I have seen in my past, people don't want to.
Yeah. But you gotta want it.
You,
You
and
gotta want it
that's
for
what she
yourself.
said. You gotta
Yeah.
want
You
it.
gotta want
You
it.
have to want it. You have to be prepared to do the work. It's like anything. It's like if you're in the gym, you want to lose some weight. You know you gotta show up.
Right.
And sometimes showing up and doing the work is what you need to do. Just showing up sometimes ain't gonna get the work done. So
Right.
I think it's equally important as well to surround yourself with people of different like categories, right? Like people outside of your
Like you
norm.
gotta have like this person for that.
Right.
This person for, I'm
and
truly
also
that
because
person.
if you consider if you lived in this way or around these people, you won't know that something's wrong with the way that you're living or the way that you respond to certain stressors because this is your norm. This is how it's always been. My mom or dad has always been explosive when it comes to high stressful situations. They've always reacted with anger. They've always reacted with emotions, etc. Like if you don't know that there's like that there's different, you're not going to want to be different. How? Because you're not even considering the fact that people don't normally act this way, because this is all that you're used to.
and the most important thing is just growing up as black women, minority women, just women period around the world. It's very important that when we raise and we have daughters, we don't pour the trauma that was poured onto us to
Yeah,
them.
generational
Generational trauma.
traumas.
You have to break them. It's very important. It's something that I speak about every day, like, because it repeats itself, and then you don't notice that you're repeating itself because that's why I say people are born into chaos. They're gonna die into chaos because they don't know no better, and it's not their fault. They just don't know.
But I also feel like in this day and age, it's so much resource. Like in my time, we had to go to the library. Going to the library used to be the thing.
But people use
But you can just
resources-
go on your phone and research everything.
you know, I'm gonna have to say this. I was reading something, and I'm like, I read something with the children in this era. They say the children are so, because I have a friend that's a teacher. She's a 6th grade teacher. They did the test. You know, kids went back to school. The kids are reading on such a low level since 1990, 1988.
A low level.
You know, it was shocking to me because I'm like, when kids are 1 and 2, they already know how to use your phone. But apparently, this technology is slowing the kids down.
Yeah, for sure.
I was shocked
I
because
can
I'm like,
actually
how?
believe that.
They're using TikTok. They have all the resources of technology. But things could look, that's just like somebody. This could look like a pretty girl, but she could be decaying and rotten inside.
That's
Looks
right.
could be deceiving. And when she showed me those, she's 6th graders. They're reading on 3rd grade level.
Oh, geez.
You know,
that's
by the time they
sad.
get to high school, they're going to be reading on middle school. By the time they graduate, they'll never probably read on a high school level. And then when they go to college, they might not be able to pass.
And then it's so sad too, because some of these teachers just pass these kids along.
I don't care.
I remember having to go to the school because I'm like, hold on,
The
this
public
don't
school
even
system,
look right.
the
Yeah.
public school system
It's
needs to
because
do
they're not
better.
paying the teachers.
I think
not.
they're overusing. They're allowing the children to overuse their electronic
Authority.
devices and mask whatever it is that they're going through with electronics and social media. And so instead of, I'm going to put you in extracurricular activities, I'm going to put you in some form of athletic exercise or something like a sport or the gym or something where your creativity can be enhanced. We're not utilizing those resources.
And I feel like social media has its pros and its cons too. Another thing too with human trafficking, people need to be careful. These TikTokers, these people that's making videos,
Yes.
you need to be very aligned of how your kids are posting. I feel like it needs to be an age limit. I feel like you need to be 15 and
For
up
sure.
to have any
You
social
need to
media.
be taking your kid phone out of
You need to just
see
be
what's going
snooping.
on.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Because girls are like literally
They're attention seeking, and it's as a result of the low
Mm-hmm.
self-esteem
hormones are
and
rising.
feeling of low self-worth. And so they're seeking, these are attention-seeking behaviors. They're seeking the attention, and they're seeking the, oh, I just want that validation. I just want to be accepted. And so they're looking for all of that through social media platforms. It's like, if I post this video, I'm going to get likes, and I'm going to get comments, and
that's crazy.
it's going to make me feel
and
good.
that kind of like mess with their mental too. So
course.
do you have a lot of women coming to you like now that deals with that?
Absolutely.
Like,
I want to say about 70% of my practice is women, and who are dealing with self-esteem or self-worth issues. And
it's
when,
more
as
so
a
from
woman,
social media too.
a lot of it can have to do with social media as
Okay.
well. But I think it's more so with the teenagers especially. But a lot of women do compare themselves to what social media is presenting as the ideal or perfect life. And we naturally make so many different comparisons to
Craziness.
people and things that we see online. It's like, why I don't have the life that I see this person having.
And sometimes it's like I seen a young girl, Toya Carter. She's the Lil Wayne's baby mother. She had just had her kid in postpartum. She deals with PCOS, and she was saying like Rihanna too. Rihanna was very vocal about it. Rihanna was like, "My body's not gonna go back the same. I just had a kid. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's the
You're
reality.
gonna see the frupa."
That is the
Sierra,
reality.
let them see the frupa. She lost the weight gradually, but I just feel like
I love that. That takes
we need
a lot
grace.
of vulnerability
Yes,
and
Yes.
it takes a
transparency.
lot.
They were
of
very
women.
transparent, like Sierra, Rihanna, Toya Carter,
That is so
even
beautiful.
Beyonce. She
Yeah.
was like out and about,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I just had a kid. Like,
Right.
I asked for the people on social media,
Yeah.
like, please, people just have kids. Their bodies are
Yeah.
not gonna go back. Sometimes people are dealing with inflammation, water,
Right,
like
you never
water
know what
retention.
somebody
yeah,
is dealing
water
with health
retention.
wise.
Yes, like leave people alone. That was a big thing for me. I see the people bully people, and it's just
And if someone's low self-esteem or low self-worth, whether it be a male or female, can contribute to the relationships that they're choosing to keep as well. And that's how we end up allowing ourselves to get engulfed into these toxic relationships, because we may feel, I don't deserve better than this, or I will never find anything better than this, or this is the best that I'll find. And a
Or
lot
this
of
the best I ever had.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, I'm here now and I didn't invested so much time into you, and I ain't finna let you go to somebody else, you know?
we ran, doctor. We ran you on the ground. What do you? Is there anything you want to ask us separately, or you can? We're gonna let you ask
how
us.
personal can we get?
You can ask me.
What has been one of the most challenging times for, I guess, for the two of you individually, when it came to your own mental health?
Oh, I say these last 2 years have been really rough for me.
Yeah.
I have experienced a lot of death in my family, and me having to be the head of the family. So that has been like one of my traumas I have been dealing with. So that will be one of my mental things, but I'm working through it. How I deal with it, I pray. I pray a lot. I even have the Bible app on my phone. I wake up to it. I go to sleep to it. I'm in church. If I'm not in church, I'm watching it online. I'm just getting tapped
faith
into
gets you through.
my faith, because I don't have that parent like my mother or my grandmother anymore. So it's like I catch myself talking to them as they're my angels.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's how I'm dealing with my mental.
And for you, you've always been the caregiver.
The
You've always
caregiver.
been the one taking care of others. You've always been the support. And so how difficult is it for you to receive the support and receive the help?
It's
Because it sounds like you go
difficult.
to spirituality and God more than you do anybody else.
Yes, and now that I'm dating, and now like he comes in, he just loves on me so hard. It'd be like, do you really love me like this? And it'd be like, you know how you go back
Don't let
and
the
forth with yourself.
self-sabotage get in the
Yes,
way. You know, that's a real
but
thing.
it works out. It does. It works out, and it's just so good to know that somebody actually loves you too.
Okay.
Does it feel different? Does it feel weird?
At first, it did.
How did you break through that? Because I'm sure a lot of women go through go through
Yeah.
that experience where they're not used to receiving that kind of love, that kind of support, that kind of validation or acceptance. And then we tend to self-sabotage. Like, what do you want from me? What ulterior motive do you
Yeah.
have? What are you not trying to tell me? What are you hiding from me? Those are all self-sabotage. It's too good to be true.
Yes,
right?
and at first that's how it was. I kind of had like a shield up, but as time went by and I started to see how genuine it really was, I kind of like let my guards down.
Oh, I'm proud of you. That took a lot of courage.
Yeah, it is.
But he also created a space for you to be soft.
Yes,
And
like to be
for you
soft.
to trust him as well, right? That played a major role in how you allowed yourself to just, you know what, I'm gonna take this all in. I'm not
finna
gonna
just-
push it back. I'm not gonna
fight
reject
anymore. I
it.
can finally take my boxing gloves off and, just bring in my soft girl era.
Have you ever been in a situation where, like, maybe you've come from such a toxic relationship or environment to where now love is presenting itself and it feels good and it feels
I'm
whole
gonna
and it
have
feels
triplets.
nurturing?
Yes. Yes. I mean, for me, the last 2 years, like Fee said, I lost my grandfather first, and I lost my grandma a year later. Both of them, my grandma actually died in front of me. My grandfather didn't, but I was their caregiver to the end. So it makes life is very short. I'm very hard
Life
on
is hard.
people. People always say I'm hard on people. I'm mean. I'm not mean, but I'm just.
Are you
once
hard
she's
on people, or do you
straightforward.
have a high? Like, do you have a high? You expect them to.
I have a strong personality and I
Okay.
have high standards for
That's
people.
right. That's
I have morals. I just feel like if you do one thing where I'm from, like if you steal, you lie to me, you'll do anything to me. So it's like it's a cookie
100%.
cutter. I was raised by a tough, strong black
Yeah,
woman. Like
yeah.
my mom didn't take no shit. She's not nice. I love her to death, but that's just how I was raised. My mom didn't even care for us to even let people see us cry. No, like, because she always say, like, the world is a cruel place. And she protected us in doing that. But in the totality, as you grow as a person, you want to shed layers, because I feel like, was a lot of my relationship unsuccessful because of my ways? Yes. Just because you don't cheat don't make you a good girlfriend.
Right.
I was not the perfect person. A lot of toxic traits, but you live, you learn. With age come wisdom. And the one thing I would say, life is short. I've learned a lot. I mean, it wasn't easy. I was mean to my boyfriend now. Like, no, no. And it's just, over the graduate time, we took
learn
things
to
serious.
trust.
After
You
I-
learn to put the armor down, because your mom, I don't know if you noticed, but your mom geared you up with this armor, letting you know, hey, you're
She
about
was
to go
ready for
into this
war.
dark, deep, dark world. Here, put this armor, because the world is cruel, the world isn't nice. I'm not going to be nice to you because I'm going to prepare you for the world. And so when you finally got out there, it was difficult for you to even trust from the very beginning. It was.
And in some ways, like, even now with me and my sister be on the phone, I be like, I can't even mess up if I wanted to, because my mama gonna get me. The way she gonna get me, it don't even matter what she
Right.
gonna really, like, my mom is really gonna make you, like,
And
really
I
feel it.
love that you feel that I don't want to risk disappointing her, but at the same time, do you ever feel like you live your life according to what their beliefs are, what she may feel, whether or not it'll disappoint her, like not necessarily based on your own expectations, but rather her own?
No, I felt like it was certain things, it could have been different, but no, because if her expectations, I would be married, and I would have did certain things the right way. I would have lost my virginity, got married, went off and did this. I mean, I would say ultimately there was no blueprint to my life. I'm not perfect. Where I'm at right now, what I've learned, my relationships would have worked if I was who I am today, but everything I went through gradually in the last 10 years, I would go through it again, because I wouldn't be who I am today with the
That's
experience.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I learned from it,
It's an experience.
and you grow as a person.
evolve.
Sometimes it just
It's a
takes
It's
too
part of
much.
the evolution.
It's a lesson in the
It
blessing.
takes too much being mean to people and being hard, but I have like a zero tolerance still, but
Yeah.
I'm easy on people. Like, if you do something to me, we go our separate ways, and we don't have to do much, like. But I'm not going to hold you in my heart. Just if you see me, I'll say, hey, but all that access to me is cut, if you ask
That's
me.
okay.
That's where I'm at with it.
That's okay.
That's it. Like I wouldn't change nothing. I would go through every relationship that failed,
Yeah.
all the tears that I cried, all the hurt,
Because it
because
gave you
I'm
character.
here.
It gave you
And
a lot of character.
yeah, and a lot of times
It made me who I am.
we ask ourselves, especially when we're going through those challenging times, we ask ourselves, why me, God? Why did I have to go through this? Why did I have to experience this? And the whole time, you are a mastery in the making. Like, you are literally a piece of artwork that God is just simply developing. And we have to go through those ugly stages of our healing to be able to get to the place where we learn to love ourselves and we can look in the mirror and be like, I love me, and I love me no matter what I experience, no matter what I've been through. And it's such a beautiful space where you can be, where you look in the mirror and you love yourself. You love all of you, even the flaws.
I always say, to close it off, I always say, like, I have beautiful scars. Like,
Yes.
the scars are,
Love it.
they're not gonna, your scars is what
it.
make you who you
Love
are.
it.
I have
Right.
beautiful scars. There's nothing you can hide
And
from.
I also have to thank my family too, because my family, like, just being around them uplifts me. You know, like people, like just being around people that really,
You
truly,
need people.
genuinely
Absolutely.
love you. That really
And
shows a lot.
sometimes family, friends, co-workers.
Friends that turn into family, because I do believe friends
Yeah.
can turn into
Yeah.
family.
100%.
Yeah.
I got friends that know all my
100%.
drum. Like, you know all my family drum. She was like, she know my auntie's name. She just know who doing what.
She ain't even got to tell me.
She just know who's doing what. And it's just like, and I feel like this is where it's missing off too, to finish this off, to close our segment off. People are so caught up in when they fall out with you, they go tell your business. But I told you my business, baby. So it was nothing that you could go. When
And
I
you lived
never-
in your truth. You
I
stood in
never
your truth.
understood people that falls out with people, and I could see why some people are scared to get close to people. But I came and told you my business. You put it out. I really feel I have some real good friends. Like I got two people that I don't talk to no more, and I would never talk to them. And I don't hate them. We went our separate ways, and I still haven't heard some of my secrets in the streets. So I do believe it's good people out there. You just have to give people a shot and see people
That's
through.
a big one.
Yeah, and you got friends for different reasons. Like you can't look at your friend that you go party with to expect them to hold and understand what a marriage. This
That's
is
why
my
you
party
got
friend.
different friends
for different reasons.
That's
yeah,
right.
different seasons.
Today,
Go ahead.
today was a good day.
Today was a wonderful day.
What did you take from this?
Thank
Quickly,
you guys
quickly.
for having me. I love that you guys were able to share your experiences, and I think for anyone that's listening to this, don't underestimate your healing. I know sometimes we get impatient. We feel like we're going to wake up the next day and everything is going to be gone, all our hurt, our pain, our traumas. But this is all an experience. This is all an experience, and it's a beautiful one, right? It's what you make of it, and all the beautiful scars, like you said,
beautiful
they're there
struggle.
for a reason and with a purpose. So
There's always beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the
That's
success.
it.
Quoting
That's
J.
right.
Cole. To whom much is given, much is required. I am Samantha Simon. We wrapping up our segment with Talk Your Ish, creating interesting conversation.
And I am Fanny with Hidden Secrets, and also with Talk Your Ish. And with
And I'm Dr. Kathy. Thank you guys for having me.
Till next time. Cut bottle.